Yeah, I think there's also something around a couple of thoughts. One is of course the reproducibility crisis with papers. One of the nice things about if you ship some software, someone can go run it on their computer and prove that it does the same thing. And so it's a little harder to hide behind obfuscating data or something. But actually, the project idea is very interesting. I think people have to practice with new tools and new skills. I saw a founder yesterday who was starting to think about how to build a school for people in AI first world, and she was also talking a lot about project-based learning, like give people a challenge and get them to complete it, but they have to use different AI tools. The one of the great things about AI to me is that you can actually have AI teach you. It's like our first tool that can talk back to us. And so you do have to learn what it's good at, what's not good at, how to control it, as we talked about. But you can actually ask it to teach you and help you come up with things to learn. And you don't have to be afraid of asking too many questions. So like all of us should think about 5-year-olds, and they just keep saying why. If you don't understand, just ask another layer, and like make sure you're constantly judging if it's internally consistent or whatever. Like if you build that sense, you can use it a lot. Internally at Quill, I've built inside of Claude Code, I built an agent called Learn Quill, and that onboards our team members, because what it will do is it will first stop and try to assess your level of experience as an engineer, as a your level of knowledge of how the Quill code base, et cetera, learns, and then it creates a curriculum and tracks this curriculum over time for you. So you can go back to it at any point and it will like teach you the next lesson. And it will do it interactively, find real examples in the code base or whatever. And so our designer is using that because she's now integrating more with Claude Code so that um, rather than her iterating a lot in Figma and
Because now there's an
setting stuff.
MCP connection with Figma and Claude
There,
Code, right? Or they're working on it, or
there is. It's sometimes it's better to be in the tool that actually edits the code. Like I want us to both have the same source of truth that we work on, but it's a bit of a mind shift for a designer. And so like she's using it. It has a curriculum for her. I've written a decent amount of our code base, and I have it going because we've made some changes, and other engineers have made changes to parts of the code base that they own. And so I have mine going too, and I'll do a lesson once a day, and it'll be like, hey, do you understand this part of the code? Or do you understand this advanced usage of Claude Code? And I'll say, actually, I'm not 100% clear, so let's do a lesson. And so that's also something we're starting to think about how to build into Quill, is to make the agent more proactive, so you don't get a standard onboarding experience of everybody has to click the same buttons and go through an onboarding experience. But over time, how does it pop up at the right moment in time and say, hey, I see you're a product manager. I see that you've been connecting to Linear a lot. Um, Here are a couple of new things you could try, or let me ask you a few questions, and kind of guide people through using Quill. That's not quite in there, but that's something we're definitely experimenting with because we found the internal Learn Quill agent is really good. This idea that software can like teach you how to use itself and make everybody an expert user.
that's also really cool. I don't really have a I don't really have a great response other than that's
Yeah.
sick. That's my immediate response. It's like that's sick. I There's a couple of reasons why I think that's really cool. Like one, you as somebody who's like you're running the company, like you'd want people to feel at home faster, and one because of their people too. So you don't want people to feel uncertain about what they're working on, or you
Hmm.
want them to feel settled at their new position. Also, it's good to gel people quickly because then if you reduce the onboarding time, then that increases the productivity. And if people are out for some reason, they can have some kind of workflow to review the changes to code base if you guys are moving fast. Like there's a whole bunch of reasons why it's super cool and useful, like from a human side, from a productivity side. Then to bring that into and then I think the last point